Welcome back, my friends. It's co-captains Derek and Polly steering the good ship Cruise1st. I was steering like I had a wheel there. That's not how it happens on cruise ships these days. It's a little tiny joystick,
and lots of computers.
Yes, it's very good. Anyway, we are steering the good ship Cruise1st TV through this next half an hour as we set sail to explore the world with the fabulous Norwegian cruise line, who offer one of the most incredible all-inclusive offerings at sea. And best of all the deals in this show we can secure today with low deposits of just £199 each, which is music to my ears, because you can get great prices locked in for holidays that are coming way down the track.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Well, coming up, we have got 3 spectacular offers that are going to tick off many a bucket list out there. So a little later, we'll whisk you away to a world of wonder with your chance to immerse yourself in the mystique of the Indian Ocean. Discover the rich culture of Sri Lanka and experience the exotic beauty of the Far East for Christmas and New Year's next year. And then towards the end of the show, we're going to take you on a journey through the majestic Panama Canal, Mexico and Colombo as you cruise to Los Angeles.
Fantastic. Now, Colombo's the detective, Colombia's the place. Just saying. But first on the list, picture yourself sipping cocktails on pristine Caribbean beaches, exploring the vibrant streets of Miami and wandering through the iconic sights of New York. Yes, yes, and yes again. It's an adventure like no other that we've packaged together exclusively for you. 16 nights that all begins on the 14th of April, so it's not that long to wait at all. We're going to fly you stateside first to the sunshine of Florida for a 2-night hotel stay. Lucky, lucky people. We're back in Miami again. It's one of our favourite places to talk about, Polly, at the moment, isn't it?
Well, it's just sunny all the time. It's known as the Sunshine State, isn't it, Florida? And so much to do while you're there. You're going to love it. You've got to remember what the kind of incredible thing about Miami is, that it is a beach place, but it is a city, but then you've got all the nature and the wildlife, and it's really artsy as well. There's loads of galleries as well, and it's got a really vibrant Latin American influence, so you can try some Cuban, Colombian or Peruvian cuisine while you're there, which is just incredible.
Super cool place to be, isn't it?
Oh,
I'm
amazing.
feeling I'm going to be buying new sunglasses whilst in Miami. Do you know what I mean?
And the shopping there is fantastic as well. I think my favourite thing I did was head over to the Everglades as well. Go and see those alligators and crocodiles. Then it's time to board the brand new Norwegian Prima for your 11-night all-inclusive cruise. Ooh, look at that gorgeous infinity pool, and they look like the most comfortable sunbeds ever. I don't like all those people sharing it with me. I want one to myself, please. I've got my book, my cocktail, my suntan lotion. Oh yes.
You're going to be building a fence around yours, aren't you?
Absolutely. Can I get a do not disturb sign?
Yes, this is Polly's zone.
I love it. I mean, I'm loving all the outdoor areas on board, those beautiful bars. And then when it comes to activities, when you look at this and you see families, no, this is for all ages. You can absolutely enjoy all these activities. Wow. And the water park at sea, just amazing. That all looks a little too much. You want to relax. Look at this spa. Absolutely beautiful. Just looking at the ocean after your treatment and just relaxing.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it, with these ships? On the old activity volume control, you can go full thrust or you can go as horizontal as you like. That's the brilliant thing, and everything's so smart and so beautifully done on these ships. You'll be super impressed. For the price you've paid, you'll be super, super impressed. Everything that one of those 5-star hotels has to offer, and so much more.
Cruising out of Miami, and your first stop is in the Bahamas, in the private island of Norwegian Cruise.
Great Key.
I know. Look at this. It's very exclusive. Only people on Norwegian Cruise Lines can go there. Absolutely lovely. Loads of activities while you're there. Water sports, snorkeling, kayaking, paddleboarding, jet skiing, whatever you want to do. And there's an amazing underwater world as well. Zip lining. Oh,
Yay.
I'd love to do
Definitely
that.
want
Wouldn't
to
you?
do that.
Look at the colour of the water. It's gorgeous. So after that, you've got a day at sea and you're arriving in the Dominican Republic. Scape Park has got the most thrilling adventures. You've got got zip lining there as well, cave exploration, swimming as well. There's a petting zoo. Oh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Next, it's Aruba. Now, what's lovely here is the Aruba Aloe Factory and Museum. Now, you can learn all about how they make aloe vera, which would just be gorgeous. A guided tour. I mean, I think I'd be in the shop buying it all.
It's good for your skin,
Very
isn't it?
good for your skin. You're going to look at least 20 years younger when you leave. Don't quote me on that. Willemstad next. Now, you want to explore the historic districts of Punda and of Trobanda. They've got amazing, well-preserved Dutch colonial architecture as well. Cross the iconic Queen Emma Bridge. It's beautiful. Next, it's the US Virgin Islands, St. Thomas. The historic downtown there is amazing. Charlotte Amalie, you can visit the Fort Christian Museum. The duty-free shops are amazing. And then you've got beautiful, colourful colonial architecture as well while you're there. Puerto Rico, San Juan next, where you can explore the historic forts of El Morro and San Cristobal, both UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These fortifications offer fantastic views of the sea and the city as well. Back to Dominican Republic, it's Puerto Plata. The Amber Museum there is amazing. You can explore the world of amber, which the Dominican Republic is actually known for, how it was mined, the history of it, and all about the gemstone. And maybe buy a few gems while you're there as well. A couple of days at sea, you'll arrive in New York, where you come off the cruise ship, but things do not end there. Included is a 2-night stay in New York. Oh my goodness. Experience the bright lights, the bustling atmosphere of Times Square. It's incredible just being there. Go to Grand Central Station. Oh, it's a train station like no other. It's amazing. You can go and see the Statue of Liberty, take a little tour around Staten Island. Maybe you want to go up the Empire State Building. Of course you do. Experience those iconic shops on Fifth Avenue if you want to. You don't have to spend a penny. Have breakfast at the famous Tiffany's. That's an amazing restaurant they've opened there as well. It's just the most incredible city. You're lucky enough to get 2 nights there before your flight back home. That's just wonderful.
I'm going to set myself a little bit of homework while we're doing the next offer on this one, is to find out how much a Eggs Benedict is at Tiffany's and see just how costly it might be. You'd be spending more than a penny, I think, having breakfast at Tiffany's, but you can say you've done it, can't you? What an amazing holiday. It's like the holiday that keeps giving, this one. Nice bookend stays as well, one in Miami and one in New York, and a fabulous cruise in the Caribbean, including the exclusivity of the private islands of Norwegian as well. Brilliant. Now, low deposits to get this offer secured right now, just £199 each, and your price tag for the whole thing, I think you're going to love. I think, do you know what? If you were trying to put all the locations in this holiday together in a holiday yourself, you know, travelling from place to place to place, booking a hotel in all of the places you're going to, etc., you'd burst through that 2299 before you'd even left Miami, I think, to be honest. It's brilliant. The price here, remember, includes so much. So the flight from the UK out to Miami, 2 nights stay in a hotel, that's included in the price there. Then 11 nights of cruising on the new Norwegian Prima. You're going to the Bahamas, the Dominican Republic and the Caribbean there. We've factored in free at sea. That means you've got premium drinks as part of the offer, a Wi-Fi package, excursion credits for every port you go to, and a night of specialty dining for the pair of you as well. You end the cruise in New York. We've got 2 nights in a hotel in New York. That's included in the price. The flight back from New York to the UK, that's included in the price as well. And even the upgrades, I tell you what, are just superb for this offer. They are ridiculous. Let's go and have a look at those. They really are fantastic. So if you want to really pull out every stop here, I mean, your ocean view is just a tiny jump, and bear in mind you can get the whole thing booked today with a low deposit. It's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's a lovely holiday, this is, and it's not that far away either. You're talking, what, you know, April, which would be lovely. I mean, it would be nice to know that this was in the diary and it was as soon as April.
Oh, and to have that to look forward through the winter months when the sun isn't shining ever.
That'd get you through, wouldn't it?
Oh, of course it will.
Definitely. Want to know more, of course, you want to tinker with that offer further, by the way, so spend longer in Miami, longer in New York, go from New York to somewhere else before you fly home. Talk to the team, we'll make it happen. Remember, the whole of your holiday protected by our ABTA bonding and our atoll protection as well, which is why our team do such an amazing job. It's ridiculous. Let's just remind you of what's included in Free at Sea there. So it's a premium beverage package, so it's all of the drinks at the bar that you will recognise, not just a generic vino mucho colapso. So your spirits, beers and wines by the glass there, sodas and juices, and 20% off your bottles of wine if you want to buy those. You've got your specialty dining, of course, on this cruise. It's a meal, so a night of specialty dining. Your Wi-Fi package there is included, and shore excursion credits for every port that you are going into. Very, very nice. We factor that upgrade in to these offers because it's so good. If we didn't include it, you'd ask us to include it because the price is so good. So we have. Right, let's go in a slightly different direction.
I know, totally different. We're going to do an all-inclusive Indian Ocean, Sri Lanka and Far East for Christmas and New Year. It's 20 nights and it's the 18th of December next year when you'll fly to Mauritius and start things with a fabulous one-night pre-cruise stay in just the place of dreams.
Chase each other down the beach when you get there.
It's like
Lovely.
you and me, Derek, on a hole.
Chase me.
Jumping off
Look
those.
at that.
Look at those pristine, unspoilt beaches with that beautiful turquoise water. It really is gorgeous. And it's also a water sports paradise as well. You're going to have so much fun. After that one night, you're going to join the Norwegian Sky for your 17-night all-inclusive cruise. How exciting. You're starting with an overnight in port of Port Louis, which is really exciting as well. Now, this is such a beautiful cruise ship. Look at this. All this incredible outside space, which is amazing for going for this part of the world. You really can enjoy it. Look at that. Everything's renovated. Those staterooms are looking gorgeous, really, really spacious, well appointed. Everything that you could want possibly in your room. Dining, and we always say this about cruising, it's amazing because you've got such a choice of where to go, and that means you get the chance to have a real upscale eatery, some specialty dining, or you can do something completely more relaxed while you're on board as well and just grab a burger or whatever the mood takes you. And while you're on board, everything's flexible. If you've got something booked, you can change it. You don't need to stress at all. You're just going to have the best time. You're on holiday. You don't need to lift a finger. Everybody is looking after you. Now, cruising out of Mauritius, you've got a day at sea before arriving in Nosy Be, Madagascar. Now, take a boat trip to Lagobi Nature Reserve. It's a rainforest where you can see lemurs, chameleons, and a wide variety of endemic species. Just incredible. Now, you'll spend Christmas Eve cruising before arriving Christmas Day in Port Victoria in the Seychelles. Wow, what a place and what an experience on Christmas Day. Just amazing there. There's markets, there's beaches. You are just going to have the best time. Boxing Day is La Digue in the Seychelles. Now, you can visit one of the most famous and photographed beaches in the world, Ants Source d'Argent. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's kind of what's famous for, those granite rock formations and those crystal clear waters. Couple of days at sea and you're going to arrive in Mail in the Maldives, and you get an overnight on board in port, which is exciting. While you're there, go and visit the Grand Friday Mosque. It's so beautiful. It's such an architectural landmark. Next, it's Sri Lanka, Colombo. Now you can visit the Gangaramaya Temple. It's an iconic Buddhist temple, and this will be New Year's Eve. It's got beautiful architecture, a museum filled with artifacts and relics as well. Couple of days cruising where you'll spend New Year's partying and New Year's Day before arriving and recovering in Phuket, Thailand. Now explore the Wat Chalong. It's the largest and most important Buddhist temple in Phuket. It's beautiful. Next, it's Penang in Malaysia. It's got gorgeous street art. You've got murals and wrought iron caricatures all around. Like, local and international artists have come from all over to kind of take part and make this beautiful arts all over the place. Then it is Port Klang, which is for Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. The Petronas Twin Towers are very, very famous. They're the world's tallest twin towers. You can take an elevator up to the observation deck, and then you've got incredible, breathtaking views of all of Kuala Lumpur. You're then going to cruise into Singapore, where you'll come off the ship and we'll fly you back to the UK.
Look at
After
Santa.
the most amazing Christmas and New Year celebrations you could ever hope for.
Look at Santa. Look at Santa. Yeah, I can't guarantee that he will be. I'm sure.
He's everywhere.
I'm sure he's going to make an appearance somewhere. I mean, listen, there's somewhere for the sleigh to land, isn't there, on deck? There's got to be, isn't there? But listen, let's just see, shall we? Sounds lovely. I mean, you know, such a premium offering as well. You are going to love this. You're going to be looked after in complete and utter style. Well, you saw on the ship there just how luxurious, all those wonderful restaurants, the fantastic entertainment. To be away over Christmas and New Year is a joy anyway, isn't it? Because, you know, you don't have to get involved in any of the stuff that goes with, you know, Christmas, making mince pies. The only time of the year we make them, aren't it? And they always turn out terribly, don't they? And then you've got, is the turkey on a low light already? Deposits today of £199 each, and you can escape. This is for next Christmas and New Year. You are going to love it. And it's funny, when it comes to the price tag for something like this, you weigh it up, don't you? And you think, have we? I mean, you watching right now, you and your other half, better half, some might say, I'm not getting involved. You might have been together for a fair few years right now. Have you ever been away on one of these wonderful, wonderful holidays over Christmas and New Year? I mean, I really got away from it. This could be your chance. This could be the one. And the price tag is fantastic. In that price tag, by the way, so that's the flight from the UK out to Mauritius. There's a night in a hotel there. If you want more than one night in a hotel there, just speak to the team. We'll make it happen. 17 nights of cruising. Remember, that's all inclusive. You're cruising over Christmas and New Year on the Norwegian sky. You're cruising to places like Madagascar, the Seychelles. You've got an overnight in the Maldives. That's where those people have those posh holiday places on stilts in the water, isn't it? On to Sri Lanka, Thailand and Malaysia, and you end the cruise in Singapore, and we include, of course, the flight back to the UK. Now remember, the cruise is all inclusive, so that's drinks package, shore excursion credit for every port you're going to, 2 nights of speciality dining, because this is a longer itinerary, and a Wi-Fi package all included. And exclusive to Cruise1st on this one, you can get to balcony by paying just an ocean view upgrade price as well. So let's go and have a little look at that. So if you really want to, pardon the pun, push the boat right out, it is Christmas after all. Maybe this is your Christmas present to each other. Maybe this is your reward for something in life. For anything. Award yourself something and treat yourself to something, the ultimate, and you will come back for an experience like this. I mean, you're going to some of the most beautiful places in the world just when you say their names. I mean, Mauritius, the Seychelles, Sri Lanka, you just say those places, you know that they are dream-worthy places. Sounds incredible. If you want to know more, call us right now, 0800 953 4700. Remember, deposits today of just £199 each, and then that's next Christmas and New Year all sorted, with you being in the Seychelles and Mauritius and places like that. And that thought will probably get you all the way through this winter as well. It's wonderful bringing you offers like this, and so many of you come and book with us, and here's just 1 or 2 reasons why.
With over 20 years of travel experience, when booking with Cruise1st, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and Atoll Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is safe with us. We've been on your TV screens for over a decade, and we guarantee the best cruise prices. If you find one of our offers cheaper elsewhere on TV, then we'll match or beat that price. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday with many of our deals. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until your due date to pay your balance. Plus, we're one of the highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 6,000 independent reviews, so you can be fully confident when booking your next holiday with Cruise1st.
Marvellous. Oh, and I know the answer. breakfast at Tiffany's,
Yeah.
you can start from just under $30, which is a lot lot less than I expected it to be. Let me tell you,
isn't it? I'm going.
So there you go.
I'm there. Right, let's move on. We've got now an all-inclusive Panama Canal, Mexico, Colombia to Los Angeles. Wow, this looks exciting. It's 20 nights departing on the 20th of January 2025, where we fly you to the Sunshine State of Florida. We love it, for a one-night pre-cruise stay in Miami. We just love it there. Now, I think while you're there, you need to spend some time in Lomas Park Beach. It's one of the famous stretches of sand of South Beach. You can sun, see, sand, and a bit of people watching us there as well. Then head over to Wynwood Arts District and explore the Wynwood Walls. Now, this is kind of an open-air gallery, which is just absolutely fabulous. You are then going to join the Norwegian Joy for your 16-night all-inclusive cruise. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Look at this.
Yeah, there's another
Look
racetrack.
at the activities. A racetrack on board. I still can't fathom that, but I'd love to experience it.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's on quite a few of the Norwegian ships now, and they are just brilliant. They're really, really good. And don't think that's just for the kids, by the way.
Exactly.
I'd be straight there, definitely. The ocean loops, maybe not so much. Maybe that's more for the kids, maybe.
I don't know, that looks terrifying, but so exciting at the same time. I love it. And then before the laser quest as well. I have not done that since I was a kid. This is amazing. So many activities, just great. And that's what's lovely when you've got sea days, and you might think, if you haven't cruised before, what will I do on a sea day? Honestly, the ship has got so much on board. There's so many activities.
Oh, they're the
as
best.
well as just enjoying the pool and sunbathing, you can actually crack on and do some really exciting things. And it's kind of all day and all night. Like, you see these activities, the racetrack. Imagine doing that at night time with all the ship lit up. So exciting. It's a beautiful, beautiful cruise ship with so much going on. We had a glimpse there at the staterooms, just lovely. Really everything you could imagine on board. We need to talk about the food. We need to talk about the restaurants because it's cruising, and that's what we love. Now, restaurants on board, you are spoiled for choice. You've got everything from really fancy, upscale, like real special occasion restaurants to kind of like just more relaxed. That was the Texas Smokehouse.
Smokehouse.
I know, the
I'd be in there quite a few
Roadhouse.
nights, so let me tell you.
Ooh, you love a steak, don't
Yeah.
you? Oh, I'd be at the Mojito Bar. Do love myself a cocktail. It's just going to be absolutely fabulous while you're on board.
Thing is, as well, if you're cruising with different people, you know, different groups of people, your family or friends or whatever, you can go off and do different restaurants. You can just meet later at a show or a bar or whatever. So you can all do different things and eat different things.
Oh, just incredible. Cruising out of Miami and arriving in Jamaica. Oh, what you want to do there is go to the Dunn's River Falls. We can see it. Now, it's one of the most famous attractions, and it's a natural waterfall that just cascades over terraced rocks. You can actually climb up the falls with the help of a guide. Really lovely thing to do. Cruising, arriving in Colombia. Now, explore the walled city. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's got colourful buildings, narrow cobblestone streets as well while you're there, and historic forts. Just fabulous. This is very iconic next. This journey is cruising the Panama Canal, and it's a real bucket list thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Just
It's a
to
real tick
experience.
list thing to do on a cruise as well.
Say you've done it. After that, you'll arrive in Panama City, where you get an overnight on board in port, which is great. It's a paradise for water sports enthusiasts. You've got kayaking, paddleboarding, sailing, just beautiful. Crystal blue waters there of St Andrews Bay. Lovely. A day cruising, arriving in Guatemala. Now, the Tikal National Park is amazing. You can explore the ancient Mayan city of Tikal. Again, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's got temples and pyramids. It just is fabulous. A day cruising, arriving in Acapulco, which is known as the Riviera of Mexico. Now, there's daily shows from cliff divers, professional divers, I'll have you know. They dive like 30 or 40 metres from those amazing cliffs. That
They're
would
brave.
be fab to watch. A day cruising, arriving in Puerto Vallarta. The dolphin encounter there is well worth doing. You can kiss the dolphins, you can swim with them. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, I think, to do that. Mazatlan next. Now, the El Faro Lighthouse is something you need to do. You can climb to the top, actually. It's the tallest lighthouse in the world. Breathtaking panoramic views of the city and the coastline as well.
Can I stay at the bottom and have a tequila?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
Can explore the historic old town. That's more your thing.
Okay.
Nice and flat. Cabo San Lucas, Mexico next, which is known as being a bit of a party place. But you need to visit the iconic natural rock formation. We're seeing it there as well. Known as Land's End. It's just beautiful. a day cruising, arriving in LA, Los Angeles, where you do come off the cruise ship. But guess what? We have arranged 2 nights in a hotel for you there.
La La Land.
It is the capital, isn't it, of like movies, music, arts. It's amazing. It's got incredible nightlife. It's got the best restaurants, the best of everything. I mean, you've got all those iconic things you want to do. Go to that Hollywood sign, get your picture.
Got to be done, isn't it?
You can go to the Griffith Observatory. You've got to walk the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It is really good, really interesting. Get your picture with your famous star as well. You've got to have an experience of Sunset Boulevard, haven't you? Just amazing. Venice Beach, all of it. Santa Monica Pier. Oh, take me there. Look at that wonderful itinerary. So after your 2 nights in LA, you get your flight back home to the UK.
Or
what?
Well, you know where's not far away from LA, don't you?
What are you going to say?
Vegas.
Oh, yes.
Vegas. You could add on a couple of nights in Vegas to this very, very easily.
You must do it.
Never need an excuse to do that, do you? Well, it's just not far away, you see. It's just like a hop, skip and a jump flight away from there if you wanted to. Incredible. Anyway, whole holiday, you can put a deposit down on this right now. So that's why you can afford to be a bit more adventurous as well. If you want to add bits and pieces onto this holiday, you can do that. So if you wanted longer in Miami at the start of the holiday, if you wanted longer in LA, if you wanted to add to LA and maybe go to Vegas or to New York or to somewhere else, make it part of the same holiday. Either way, just £199 each today as a deposit, and your price tag for the holiday as it is with the bookends of Miami and LA on this one. Check this out. Really, really good for the price tag, actually, I have to say. And remember, being able to put that lower deposit today down on this just makes so much sense indeed. Right, let me tell you what's included in the price right now. So it's the flight from the UK out to Miami. We've got a night in a hotel there, 16 nights of cruising on Norwegian Joy, all inclusive, remember, cruising to Jamaica, Colombia, the Panama Canal, the overnight in Panama City, on to Guatemala and Mexico, and then finishing the cruise in LA. 2 nights in a hotel there, that's included as well, and of course the flight back to the UK. The cruise itself has your premium drinks, cheers to that, one at a time responsibly. 2 nights of speciality dining for the pair of you, a Wi-Fi package and shore excursion credits for each of your ports as well, which is brilliant. Let's go and have a look at the upgrade. So if you do want to go up to ocean view, to balcony, or indeed up to the suites, which are absolutely incredible. And of course, it's not just a larger stateroom when you take a suite, it's so many more perks and benefits and luxury that literally is falling upon you, which is amazing for a holiday. I just think the more you can get out of a holiday, the better it can be. I mean, the ships themselves are absolutely beautiful. They're so smart. They are what you would consider to be the equivalent of a 5-star hotel, but I mean, no 5-star hotel's quite as exciting as these ships, are they? Really?
A racetrack, a water park.
Well, yeah.
Or, theatres.
Show me a hotel that's got a 2-level racetrack as part of it.
With a slide coming down the side of it. Not at all.
Yeah, no, not anywhere is going to rival what you've got on offer here. It's absolutely brilliant. It's so good, it really is. If you haven't been away with Norwegian Cruise Line as well, you will absolutely love it. Whether it's just you as a couple, or whether it's you and the whole family, you've got the kids with you, you've got multi-generations of the same family. They're all going to have a cracking time, and that is the good thing about cruising, because when you go on a holiday, on a hotel holiday, you kind of feel obliged to all stay together and all do the same thing, don't you?
That's true.
When you're on a cruise ship, well, it's your oyster, isn't it?
It is, and you're also getting to see some lots of incredible places. Yeah. And those people that might not be as well able, or not as interested, not into culture or whatever, and want to just lie by the pool, can do that, and then you can go off and explore and see so much of the world.
Yes.
It's just a no-brainer. You've got to do it.
So good. And we take you to the far-flung and the very, very interesting around the world as well. Thanks to these amazing cruise lines, we get the best job. Just sit here and deliver the good news. Oh. Amazing. And you can really have breakfast at Tiffany's.
It's a real thing.
Has now got to be done. Listen, stay right where you are. We've got so much more on the way. Always amazing offers. So make sure you stick around. And thanks for being there. See you later.
Care.